Hi everyone, and thank you for watching my YouTube video. My name is Nina de Koning and I am a musicologist as well as a techno DJ and producer. And in my videos, I make music, I mix music, and I talk about music. And today we're going to talk about my road towards becoming a DJ. This video was actually requested by an Instagram follower of mine. His name is Claudio, and I think it's a great suggestion. So thank you, Claudio. If you have any requests, let me know through social media. And today we're gonna do Claudia's request, so let's get into it. My road towards becoming a DJ actually dates back to my childhood when I was around 5, I think maybe even earlier. When I was around 3 years old, my mom would have me watch MTV and TMF, and I would actually get a glimpse into this world of music, this magical world of amazing music. And I would always see people like Chesto, Armin, Ferry, Paul van Dyk on the TV. And I used to love their music so much. Like one of my earliest memories is dancing to We Are Alive by Paul van Dyk. Oh, that track is so amazing. But anyways, I digress. I would go and watch these clips and get really enthusiastic about the idea. And my mom would also say to me, Nina, you have to become a DJ. So when I was in my puberty, I actually did some DJ contests. I mean, I thought it was fun. I actually ended up second place in one of them even. So that was cool. But I never really thought it could be a job because I would only see men. I never really saw any women during that time. I think they weren't on the TV a lot. I think there actually were women rocking it. I mean, I'm wearing Miss Jux right now, and she was already doing it back then. But you wouldn't really see a lot of women on the music televisions DJing. So I always thought like it's not for me. It's not something that I could do. I don't think I can be successful at it because I don't see any real female role models. I mean, honestly, Miss Jocks and DJ Isis and DJ Dana, like these three were the people that I would know would play, but I would never really see them on TV. So I just really thought that it was only for the lucky few, and I couldn't really ever become a DJ. So I got discouraged and followed a literature education. I did it at the Vrije University, the Free University, sorry. In Dutch you say Vrije Universiteit. And basically, when I was doing my studies, I would go to Club Trouw a lot. Actually, also go to a lot of Joost van Belle parties. Those parties really inspired me, but I never really thought still that it was something for me. So what I would actually do other stuff to at least be in nightlife. And the first job I ever got in nightlife was as a promoter. And I don't mean promoter in the sense of the word that people in the scene usually use it. I wasn't throwing parties. No, I was being a promoter in the literal sense of the word, where I would go out to the red light district, to Amsterdam City Center, to promote a party. So I would have flyers in my hands and I would hand them out to anyone I thought was cool enough to go to the party. Unfortunately, I didn't really get paid for that. I would get entrance to the party, but I was working during the party, so the entrance didn't really do a lot for me because I couldn't really be at the party. That was pretty sad, but it was also really cool because I really started from the ground up and worked my way up, where I can now DJ, which is nice. My first ever gig was at Ruigoord. Back then I was still thinking I was going to do it for fun. I never really thought it was a job that I could do. But doing that first gig at the Ruigoord Church was pretty legendary because the Ruigoord Church is a pretty legendary place. The Ruigoord Church is like really, really old and a lot of people know it here in Amsterdam and a lot of iconic parties are being thrown here. So having that as your first ever gig is pretty unique. And I was very happy about that. I'm really thankful for Gino for putting me there. He was one of the first people that ever believed in me. So thank you so much, Gino, if you're watching. And from there on out, I actually started as a PR girl for Radion, Club Radion, which is in Amsterdam, which is a techno club. I didn't really stay there for long because I was still studying. But after a while, I began to play at a lot of other parties because people were just like, Nina, just come play. Why aren't you playing? And then all of a sudden, I got paid for it, which was really nice. And during my time, my free time, when I wasn't studying, I would make music on the computer. I already had some knowledge of that because as a child, I also always made music with a program called Magic Music Maker. And now I feel really old for saying that. So I did already kind of know what MIDI was, but my projects at that time weren't really any good. Fast forward to when I was making music during my student time, it actually got a lot better, and I really got to know Logic Pro, which I now also use to make music with. And I got to know a lot of analog gear, and I really became the nerd that I am today. And I just loved it. I really fell in love with every single aspect of being a DJ and a producer, and just really feeling the fact that I could make this kind of music myself, make the magic myself, basically. That was just, for me, no words. It was mind blowing. I was so happy that I could actually make something that people would care about. And then I met my best friend, Adriaan. We were living at the same apartment building. We were living in tiny studios, and he was living right across the hall from me. And this man, really, he changed my life. He was a way better producer than I will ever be, or is a way better producer than I will ever be. But he actually said to me, okay, let's do this, let's work together. And then we started Disk Space. The name came up from the computer because we saw we didn't have enough disk space. So we were like, oh, that sounds like a cool name. And then we basically did our first EP ever, which we thought was a joke. We didn't really take it seriously. We were like, what genre are we going to do that we are not really experienced in? And that was hard techno. And so we made a hard techno record, and then it got, like, we sent it to one label, and that label immediately said, okay, we're gonna put it out. So after that, we got asked by Everyone on Acid to do Runtime Error, and that was actually just to fill up a space that fell because of the fact that somebody canceled on Yannick, the label manager of Everyone on Acid. And we were like, yeah, okay, we have 3 weeks to fill up that space and come up with a production. And we actually made Runtime Error. We made Runtime Error on really terrible Windows speakers, like these little computer speakers. And we basically just were like, okay, we're gonna send this. If he doesn't like it, we get it. Not a problem at all. In our eyes, it was horribly mixed. It wasn't amazing. But it came about really fast, and we were really feeling the vibe. So we were like, okay, we're going to send to Yannick and see what he thinks. Well, once again, we underestimated ourselves because Yannick really loved it, and turned out a lot of people loved it. The video got a couple of million views on YouTube when it was released. Unfortunately, you cannot find the original video anymore because it was deleted by YouTube. The channel that it was put on was deleted by YouTube because of copyright infringement. We had nothing to do with it. It was a copyright infringement of the first couple of videos that channel put out. But unfortunately, after 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted. And so did all our views. So we lost millions of views from that track. And for us, that was actually the first beginning, like the first stage that we got of success. So we were really bummed about that. But fortunately, the person who had the channel was kind enough to re-release it on his new channel. Really thankful about that. So it's still on YouTube, but it's just not with a million views anymore. So after Runtime Error, Adriaan and I were like, okay, you know what? We're going to do some shows. So we did some shows through Holland. Most of them were sold out, which was really cool. We experimented with a live set, which we're still kind of experimenting with today. So there will be one day where we will do a live set together, but it's proven to be a lot more difficult when you both have other lives to live as well. Next to that, obviously, you guys know that I've eventually joined A State of Trance with Armin, which was a great adventure, and I'm very, very thankful still to have been part of that. And here we are at my current situation where I got management. I'm now doing a label as well. We're going to put out some new stuff really, really soon. And I've got some releases under my own name. And of course, I have this YouTube channel where I can still interact with you guys. I hope this answered your question, Claudio. And I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Bye!